Hello and welcome to the Posh Travel blog. I'm Christina
And I'm Stuart.
and we've just returned from an inaugural cruise on board the brand new, striking, incredible Explora
Gorgeous.
One by Explora Journeys. I think you get the point. We really, really
Oh,
do love the ship,
it
don't
was
we?
amazing.
It,
This
fabulous,
tour is going to be a tour about the public areas because we're going to do a separate dining guide because the food is amazing on board,
incredible.
and we just loved it. So we're going to do a separate dining guide of the restaurants, and then we've already done the suite guides. They're already on our channel with the penthouse, the Cove Suite. There's various ones on there
So
for you to take a look
take
at.
a look at our channel or subscribe if you've not already
Yeah, down
subscribed
there or down there you can subscribe.
to the Posh Travel blog.
Yeah.
We also have an Instagram channel where we've been putting our daily adventures and stories and videos on our Instagram channel. So do follow us there because there's some really useful tips, when we're ashore in these ports and we tend to do our own thing. Sometimes we're ship's excursions. So yeah, please subscribe to
And I'm
that as
getting
well.
better at reels as well.
Very good at reels, yeah.
But please follow us. A thumbs up always helps us because it makes us helps us to know that we're doing the right thing. And just subscribe. So without further ado, here we go. Can't wait to review this one. It's amazing.
So it's MSC's new ultra luxury brand, a lifelong dream of the Aponte family that own MSC. They wanted to create this ultra luxury 6-star experience,
which they've managed,
haven't they? Just yeah, it's the first ship. It's only been while we were on it, it's only been sailing for about 28 days. And it was seamless, really, considering we've only been sailing for such a short time. But as I say, it really is something else.
Yeah, it's amazing. The ship itself, the size of the vessel is 63,000 tons approximately, and but it only takes 922 passengers. And usually a ship of that size would take well over 2,000 passengers. So it's got a really lovely feeling on board. It's really spacious and it's never crowded.
Like you're on your own yacht, isn't it?
It really is.
It is. All the public areas are so spacious, and
their idea is that they don't want anyone to be crowded. They don't want anyone to be queuing in long queues for any food at the marketplace buffet style restaurant. Nothing like that. It's just elegant, upmarket, and fantastic.
Really is. There's no announcements apart from the drills, the emergency drill.
You never get woken up in the morning, which is amazing.
Just sort of glide into the ports, and it's the height of luxury. It really is.
The ratio is 1.25 passengers to one member of staff. I don't know how you cut someone into a quarter, but that just shows you the service is just like nearly one-on-one. It's incredible on board. It's amazing.
There's 4 swimming pools, 9 dining experiences. There's 461 terrace suites on board the ship.
And they're designed. What they're intending to feel. Their motto is "Ocean State of Mind,"
which really does.
It's more like a hotel in a city like Singapore, or Dubai, or London, or somewhere like that. Fabulous hotel, rather than a cruise.
It is.
Because it's not so traditional like some cruise ships have got big shows and everything like that. This has got low-key entertainment and it's just lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, and the crew have all been, I don't think I'm supposed to call them crew, they're hosts. I think they're called hosts.
Is the new word.
Oh, there's the new word. And the hosts have all been hand-picked, cherry-picked, and a lot of them have actually come from land-based luxury hotels, the Burj Al Arab in Dubai, Mandarin Oriental Group, or some of the cruise ships of Regent. So they've really handpicked their staff, and
it shows.
Comes through.
It really does,
doesn't it? And the chefs on board.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
an amazing cruise. So, without further ado, again, we're going to start the tour so you can actually see all the public areas of the ship and prepare to be blown away.
Absolutely.
Here we go. So, to begin with, Deck 4. We won't go to Deck 3 because the medical centre's there. But we don't want to know about that. So Deck 4. So the first on Deck 4 is Journeys Lounge, which is at the front of the ship. It's a lovely large lounge. I'm just going to drop some footage in now. And it's got a lovely bar along one side and then plenty of low seating with lovely lights on the tables. And they use that for talks and entertainment in the evening.
Yeah, it's really lovely. It's like a jazz club in there. It's just got a lovely feel with the low lights. A lot of the performances are sort of impromptu. Again, depending on the destinations where you're cruising to, they bring guest entertainers on board or guest lectures on board. So very much themed on where you're cruising, where you are in the world. And it was lovely. It really did work. One evening we had a fantastic couple, the McDonald brothers.
Yes, dropping their names in.
Came in, obviously because we were around Scotland.
In Scotland, and they were brilliant. And they played the fiddle and the guitar and the piano. And it was really nice actually to bring on such a good quality entertainment. So,
it was lovely.
Yeah, it was brilliant. So we used to go there every night. Well, most nights after dinner, they had something going on there, and a lot of people gathered there, and it was really nice. The atmosphere in there. Really nice. So well appointed, like everything on this ship. Leading from there is the casino.
Only small. We didn't really venture in,
we're
did
not
we?
casino
We've taken some
people,
photos, but
I've just dropped some footage in. They had the usual, the slot machines. They had the card tables and the roulette tables and things like that. And then guest services.
Came into sort of the guest services and the destination experiences, which is Future Cruise Desk.
No, that's where you book the tours.
Oh,
Future Cruise is upstairs.
Oh, it's upstairs. Ignore me.
I remember that. We'll come to that in a minute. But yeah, so it's like the reception area, and then you can book ship tours and things like that. So it's never busy though, was it? It was lovely. So.
And then the shops, which I can talk confidently about and not mess up on that one. They're all luxury boutiques. And it's just
true luxury.
True. It redefines the whole shopping experience at sea.
I tried to keep Christina out of those shops as much as possible.
Yeah, everything has been selected for the journey, so everything's been handpicked and it's unique.
Apart from, go on. I was going to say apart from the Rolex store, which is the first one at sea.
True, official Rolex store at sea.
I didn't go in there.
But they have a perfumery, and it's by a luxury Parisian perfume brand, and so everything is exclusive for. I couldn't resist. I just couldn't.
I think what Christina's trying to say is that they've saw some really fabulous things for the shops. So.
And when you come home, you're the only person with the smell, really. It's just, so they've got various different ones. I opted for the first Dream of the Year, and it just comes in this amazing bottle with this lovely atomizer, so you can put that in your handbag. But the smell is divine. Everything on there is lovely. And then there's a little sort of clothes shop with handbags, and everything is all sort of individual and unique. I saw this lovely cashmere
hoodie. We can move on with the tour?
We must do. But it was really expensive, and luckily they didn't have my size. But anyway, the shops are lovely.
Shops are amazing, and the shops are off the central lobby bar area, which is stunning.
Really lovely.
So the lobby bar is really amazing. There's a sweeping staircase down. I'm going to drop the footage in now. Gorgeous chandelier overhead and some seating around, and a really nice bar with a really high bar area with all the bottles all the way up.
It's like a sort of a land-based, let's say,
like
a Mandarin hotel,
like a luxury
Mandarin
hotel
Oriental
in Dubai or something.
Yeah,
it's
just
amazing.
Don't feel you're at sea. It's just they've got it so spot on. It's perfect.
Really elegant. It's really lovely. We used to go down there quite often. We loved it. And then leading off from there down, you'll come to two restaurants, the Mediterranean, well, the Med Yacht Club they call it, or Fil Rouge, which is the French restaurant, but they will be covered on the dining guide. So, but you'll see it's just pure elegance. So deck 5, the most fabulous swimming pool area at the back of the ship called the Astern Pool and Bar. And it's all this very modern, gorgeous seating all around, and then an infinity pool on a cruise ship. Well, it's actually more like a splash pool, cooling off pool rather than a deep pool, but it just looks amazing. I'm dropping the footage in now, you'll see it. And then you've got, say, lovely seating there, great service. They'll come and serve you champagne, whatever you want. It's amazing. And they've also got outdoor seating there for one of the restaurants, Sakura, which we'll cover on the dining guide as well. So, but that pool area is fabulous, isn't it?
It really is just something else, yeah. And then that leads through to the Astern Bar, which sort of turns into a bit of a nightclub in the
Astern Lounge.
Astern Lounge Bar. Which is...
Yeah, they've got a lounge with a little stage, and they had a DJ there most nights.
It was very good, wasn't it?
Some dancing and a lovely bar, and that went into the late hours.
So that was a great meeting point, either pre-dinner or after dinner.
So we enjoyed that as well. And most people go to the show at the front, and then they wander back there for a dance. So it was nice, really. And then you've got the
Sakura. Well, you mentioned that
Sakura's opposite.
Favourite restaurant, but you'll see that in our dining guide.
Absolutely amazing. That'll be on the dining guide.
You've got to subscribe to our dining to get our dining guide. It's
the
incredible.
food on this ship, I don't think it can be beaten actually. Yeah. So going further down, you've got the art gallery, which is some lovely leather, comfortable seating. And you can sit and look at the paintings. I think you probably purchased the paintings. And then that led on to Marble & Co., which is another restaurant option.
Grill, yes.
Yeah, which will be on dining guide again, which is fabulous.
And
then
Crema Cafe, which is the coffee, specialty coffee shop with cakes and sandwiches there. That was open all day.
Yeah, it's got lovely leather seating and then sandwiches and little cakes and coffees and things. It's really nice. I'm dropping the footage in now so you can see that.
And then you have Anthology, their fine dining restaurant.
Amazing again.
Yeah, again, you'll see that on our dining guide. But basically, when we were there, every 3 months it changes, but it's a Michelin star chef or restaurant that's invited on for a quarter.
Unbelievable.
And it is blow away.
I can't wait to do the dining guide because I love talking about food.
As you know, if you follow
so that'll be following. And then you have got the Future Cruise desk, what they call it, the Future Journeys desk there, and so you can make reservations for future bookings. And finally on that deck, Ocean Wellness Spa.
Well, that's something else, wasn't it? We had a day in there and we were the only ones in there, and it was just lovely. It's actually complimentary for all guests. I think it was complimentary between certain hours. Sort of between 8 and 10 in the morning.
Yeah, and then 6 till 8 in the evening, I think it was.
And on the port day, you could go in any time you liked.
Any day.
I think between those hours, if people, when we're at sea, then if you had a massage, then you had exclusivity to that area. But it was available to everybody, the full thermal suite.
They had a lovely pool area with this like metal bubbling seats that you sit in, isn't it? And then jacuzzi type thing.
Yeah, the salt room.
Salt room, which was very relaxing. A steam room. I've never been in such a hot steam room in my life. I felt like I was being cooked like a bag of rice. I didn't stay in there long. And then they had a sauna as well, didn't they?
They did. And then the tropical rain showers. And
yeah, it's a really nice area actually. And as Christine said, you can use it complimentary, which is great. But on top of that, they also had all the treatments, the usual treatments, the hairdresser. They've got the salon with they've got the massages and pedicures, manicures. Yeah. So they had everything on there. So it was really well appointed.
Really something else. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so that's deck 5.
So moving on to deck 10, we have the Atoll Pool Bar, which is at the back of the ship, overlooking the wake. And that's a lovely area, isn't it? Really
gorgeous.
Lovely.
And once again, it's got the pool area. I'm dropping the footage in now. Gorgeous sunbeds again everywhere, but they also have these lovely gazebos as well. So on a hot Caribbean day or a really hot Mediterranean day, you can sit in these gazebos with the curtains tented all over and everything. No extra charge for that. That's all included. So it's just part of the
first come first served, I suppose.
Yeah, that's it. First come first served as part of the lovely furnishings that they've got. So yeah, so that's a lovely pool area on deck 10.
Really is lovely.
The rest of that deck is cabins. So then we can move on to deck 11.
That's quick.
So deck 11, at the front of the ship, they've got a really nice lounge called the Explora Lounge, which has got a Steinway piano in there, a lovely bar, loads of seating, and also outdoor seating there. I'm just dropping the footage again now. And they did afternoon tea.
Lovely, yeah. Afternoon tea there was lovely, just right at the front of the ship.
It was. They did lovely scones, and here we go. Yes. I'm talking about food and
wait for the dining
sandwiches, and oh yeah, that was lovely. So that's one of the dining options.
And then they sort of walked through, and you had the whiskey bar, which I loved. I really did.
We loved.
It was fantastic. And it was all leather, sort of Chesterfield seating in there. A lovely bar overlooking sort of it was on the side, wasn't it, the bar and the drinks? But it
floor to ceiling windows all the way along.
Yeah,
so and great big lovely, like you say, Chesterfield leather, so you could smell the leather.
It felt like a whiskey bar should be, wasn't it? You could have been in a luxury hotel in Scotland. It was
and
lovely.
They did have a cigar room, a humidor, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Not that we smoke. And so I just dropped the footage. So that was, you could buy cigars and things. There's certain areas on the ship that you can smoke. So, but the Malt Whiskey Bar is one of our favourites. Lovely.
And then walking through, you had the chef's kitchen, which is a really lovely concept. And it overlooks the sea, all the floor-to-ceiling windows one side, and then this massive sort of bench kitchen where the chef cooks, and then you can as well, so you can go with him to the market and choose, again, whatever destination you are in the world, go with him, buy the food, and then prepare and do
a bit
some
like
cooking.
MasterChef. I'm going to get Christine on the next cruise in there because I do all the cooking at home.
I'd probably cause chaos in there. Really.
Oh dear. So, but no, that's really good. And also on that deck, we've got the Nautilus Children's Club, Nautilus Kids Club they call it. We had a quick look in there. I've just dropped the video in now, and they've got things to entertain the little ones, but there was only about 3 children on our
in
whole
total,
cruise.
Yeah.
So we did see them, and there was a nanny taking them one day around. So I think they arranged babysitting, and they must do look after the children and things like that.
1-to-1,
yeah. And then on that deck, a really amazing part of the ship, is the Conservatory Pool and Bar.
Yeah, incredible. So it retracts as well, the glass. Not that we saw that because we were going around Britain, so
we needed the roof
the weather
closed.
was a little inclement. But yeah, it comes. I'd love to see that coming back. We need to go back to see it under
3 sections. It slides back.
Yeah.
And then you just got this gorgeous swimming pool.
It's almost like a full-length swimming pool. I went in there. I was the only one in there a number of times, and I could really get my lengths in. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
And then they've got sunbeds. You'll see now as we're doing it, but you've got these double sunbeds all around, and they are actually situated in water. So don't drop your book. But it's just so nicely done with all the towels.
Thick, just mattresses on the sunbeds there.
Really nice.
There's never any shortage of scrapping around trying to find a sunbed. You know, so many. I think there's more sunbeds than passengers.
And around the outside, there was like more of these gazebo type sunbeds. So very private, you know. You could get your own little space, looking out to sea. So, and they were under obviously the shelter. So on a really hot itinerary, then you could just sit there and the roof will be open and just get the breeze, and it'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Fantastic,
relaxing.
Yeah.
And there also, there's 2 huge jacuzzis with steps up and in, and they're big rectangular jacuzzis. God knows how many people can get in there, but they were lovely, weren't they?
Really lovely, yeah.
But we're coming to the jacuzzis on the outside, which were the same, but I'll come out in a minute because that's on the next deck up. But that was lovely. And then off the conservatory pool area is the gelateria, the ice cream area,
the creperie,
and they were making lovely pancakes
all
and
fresh to order. Really lovely with all the
berries. We didn't have one, did we?
They smelled divine. We should have done.
Yeah,
we need to go back.
Yeah, we do. Next time. But yeah, so they had the gelateria and the creperie, and then that led into the Emporium Marketplace, which is a very, very upmarket buffet style restaurant, but not a buffet style
that we know. Yeah.
Anyone usually gets used to. We'll go to that on the dining guide, but it's really nicely done. It's lovely.
Else,
so deck 11 is a really nice deck. Sorry, we missed on deck 10 the fitness centre, which is really well appointed. Just dropped the footage in now. They had various running machines. They had cycles, and they had weights, all different weights and things. And then they had a room which was for yoga, which we did one morning. One was
7:30 one morning, but he was incredible. And you can actually have private classes with him. So the times at sea, there was a yoga class twice a day. Morning and afternoon.
Yeah, he was really good, I must say.
Very good.
He was very patient because I was sitting with my legs crossed, which was painful enough anyway because I'm not used to it. And then they said, put your nose on the floor. No chance. But he was very good. It was a really well appointed room. And actually some of the suites, you get a bag in the suites, and you can request it in the other suites too, with all the yoga gear in.
The mats and the rollers and everything.
So you can order that to your cabin as well. So if you wanted to do it on your terrace, in the mornings, whatever, you've got that.
And it's all in the gym, all state-of-the-art techno gym equipment. All techno gym. Really the finest.
Yeah, so that's the gym on deck 10.
So moving on to deck 12, we have the Helios Pool and Bar, which is right at the front of the ship. It's an adults-only area, so that's very nice. Not that we're overrun with children at all on this ship. And there's a lovely running track that goes right around. That's lovely.
Yeah, really nice running track. I'll drop the pictures in now. But the Helios Bar is lovely, isn't it?
Oh, really lovely.
Really lovely to sit there and have a sunset drink or whatever. I can imagine in like the Mediterranean or whatever, watching the sun go down, sitting there having a drink. It's just amazing. The lovely seating there as well. And then also on that deck, 2 huge whirlpool jacuzzi type things again. I'm going to drop the footage in now because it was amazing. We were in Scotland in the cold. It was drizzling. Isle of Skye, stunning scenery. And we were in these the water's so hot, it was lovely.
We sort of went up with our dressing gowns and stripped off, and then so you had the lovely cool air and the drizzle, of Highland spring drizzle on your face,
and this
this,
really lovely
oh,
jacuzzi
it's
bubbling away, really hot,
lovely.
magical.
And
And
then
then they
bring in
served you
champagne.
Moet and Chandon.
Yeah. Oh, and you can have rosé Moet and Chandon or white.
All
All
included in
included.
the
It's
price.
ultra
So
all
deck
inclusive.
12 is absolutely gorgeous, and there's seating all around there for sunbathing when you're cruising around the Caribbean or whatever. It's a really nice area, isn't it?
Really
Thought of
is.
everything, to be honest with you. So,
It's fabulous.
so that's it for deck 12. Deck 14 is you just got the stairs from deck 12, and it's a sports court,
Sports court.
basketball, and things like that.
And
So
you've actually got, first time I've seen this at sea, it's like an outdoor gym area there as well. It's all the
yeah,
techno gym equipment.
we didn't use it. We were in the jacuzzi having the Moet and Chandon and watched somebody cycling up there. Made
Yeah.
us feel very, very guilty.
But how lovely to be in the
But it was amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
on the treadmill or on the bicycle outside, with the lovely fresh air.
Yeah, they had
You're
a few
not
bikes, didn't they?
really,
And then
yeah,
they had these. I can't. It's like a box, but obviously there's these
stretching.
boxes where you could pull and do things like that. So, but we
Yeah.
didn't really sort of know how to work those because we didn't use them. So, and also on deck 14, there's another bar called the Sky Bar. Once again, lovely views from there, and you can sit and have drinks. And they've got another jacuzzi there, which is a round jacuzzi, which probably for two, you could get in there maybe three. But we just love those jacuzzis down
On the
on deck
side,
12.
they
That
were
was
lovely,
amazing.
weren't they?
So,
Really fantastic.
yeah, but the ship is absolutely stunning. It's probably our favourite cruise ship now.
It really is. It's not sort of traditional cruising. It's just taking it to another level. It's like I said, it's just like land based at sea, and it really just personally suits ours. So
Suits us absolutely fine.
just
The
love it.
demographic that they're looking at is probably our age group, around 50s to 60s. Well, I'd say probably mid 40s to mid 60s, 70s. That's the area they're
Sort of
plumping for.
targeting. Yeah.
And I can see why, because it's so up to date and so modern and clean and amazing, and the food was incredible.
But it's not soulless, is it? It's not. It's
No.
just it's the height of contemporary luxury, but they haven't lost the heart.
No, because certain hotels you can go in ashore and you feel like you're in a hospital. It's horrible, But this is just lovely wood and beautiful carpets, and oh, it's amazing.
And the Aponte family, obviously, it's Madame Aponte is Italian, and she has touched all the leather, all the products that are coming in. So everything has been handpicked by the Aponte family.
Yeah, they won't let anything. We were talking to one of the directors, and they said everything has to go via them before, because they want it to be spot on, and we think they've got it spot on.
They really have. It's an amazing product.
We absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
we're regular
blown away.
We're regular Seabourn clients. We've been on most of the luxury lines, but for us, this is probably our favourite now, like I just mentioned.
It really is.
And when you see the dining guide, the food on here is amazing. So
it's below. We just want to sort of share our experience of our check-in. It was amazing, wasn't it?
Southampton. And it was really streamlined, and we spoke to the staff there and said, oh my god, this is amazing, I've never had a check-in as good as this. And they said that Explora Journeys particularly want it to be as streamlined as possible, so they have as many staff on as possible, so that you're not waiting around, hassled or stressed. And it was exactly like that.
It was a seamless experience. And as we sort of walked up to the gangplank, they were there with umbrellas because it was drizzling at Southampton, and then we sort of walked around the corner through the doors onto the ship, and there was just a table set up with all the Moet bottles,
all the Moet and Chandon, and a guy with a waiter stood there with the dicky bar or whatever, with a lovely glass of champagne.
I was so excited when we got on board. It was like
true 5-star.
Yeah.
And on board this ship, it is ultra all inclusive. So all your meals are included, with the exception of anthology. And drinks wise,
it's all top shelf drinks. As I say, the 2 champagnes. You've got the Moet White and the Moet Rosé. Amazing. Absolutely lovely.
Lovely cocktails, and they really were excellent.
Oh my gosh,
cocktails.
They were a work of art, weren't they?
Really excellent, because sometimes they can be icy and watery, but they were perfect. And quite a large wine selection, reds, whites, roses, that you could just choose from, basically. Beers, everything. So
it is obviously European. Everything's priced in euros on board in the shops, and subsequently the wines are sort of French, Italian, and Spanish. So there were no sort of Californian wines or
We
anything.
didn't
It
see
was
any.
all,
Maybe you could buy some,
maybe
but
you
on the
could.
inclusions, it was
It was,
European wines.
but a very good selection. It was
Yeah.
about 7 or 8 whites of the evening, and they seem to complement the meals. Really nice wines, and as I say, top shelf spirits as well.
Yeah, very good.
So,
And the electricity, just quickly, 2-pin plugs because it's a European ship. So,
I know, and we'll take a look as well at our cabin guides, because the products on board, again, you don't need to worry about taking any shampoos, conditioners or body lotions, because it is the height of luxury, really is, the products that they give you.
It's amazing. Oh, and we'll probably do a dress code.
Yes, and a
but
packing guide.
Quickly, the dress code is, they just call it smart casual or resort
elegant
casual. But most people tended to dress up in the evenings because it's so nice. And gents would wear trousers and shirts. Some wore jackets, but not compulsory. And ladies used to just dress up in cocktail dresses or trousers.
It's lovely.
We have to say that we've cruised on many luxury lines, but we just, something for this one really hit the mark. So
it did, personally for us, it really did.
Yeah, we loved it.
And it's the first of 6 luxury cruise ships that are coming out.
Over the next 5 years, they're bringing 5 more ships out.
So covering all parts of the world, won't they?
So you'll be able to, at the moment, this ship is in the UK area in Europe. It's heading over to the Caribbean for the winter, and then it'll probably head back to the Mediterranean next summer. But obviously, when they get more ships, then they'll be able to cover more areas. So. But if you're considering booking, I hope this video has helped you, because we would say book it. And actually, we are travel agents ourselves. We've got a company called Aquamarine Travel, and you can find us at aquamarinetravel.co.uk, and we can help with any bookings for UK-based clients.
Or any questions you have, just feel free to sort of message us. We will reply.
And any comments on YouTube, then we always respond to everybody. So I try to do our best on that one. So thanks for watching.
I hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, and as I say, subscribe to our channel. There was
down there,
to see our dining guide, packing guide, and the sweets that we've already got on the channel. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it.
And if you go, have an amazing time. You will.
You will, 100%.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.